just happened? Oh, Anna, I didn't see you there. Just in time to finish your paperwork. Paper sit. What now? Go inside. Principal Spears will finalize it with you now. Paperwork? What fucking paperwork? I'm pretty sure all that stuff was finished before I even came here. Whatever. Probably a detention slip or whatever the principal has planned. I opened the door to the cramped office, expecting to see a gulf cave of a workspace. Instead, it's a fairly well-furnished space complete with armchairs and cabinets and old photos. Are you going to stand there forever? What are you waiting for? Sit. I plant myself in one of the armchairs and sink into the lower, or sink a bit lower into the cushion than expected. The perks of being a human, I guess. I believe I told you last night to be here first thing in this morning. Shit. Tell me, did I have to stutter? Speak. No, sir. Take this as a learning experience, Anon. Punctuality gets you far in life. Yes, sir. I let you off the hook last night because you're a new student. I mean last night, or I meant what I saw last night. Hopefully not about the whole pile driving thing. Still, I didn't bring you here to lecture you. You did it? Not many people have to use the School of Financial Services. What? Financial Services? All the papers done to get you a special lunch card for this semester. You don't have to worry about paying until after graduation. No interest, no down payments, none of that. What's happening, sir? You signed up for the financial services, right? Naomi told me you needed some help with the food and even had some paperwork filled out. Naomi? Allow me to double check real fast. Naomi! Hello, Tinnitus, my old friend. I think this is brand new compared to the original, if I remember correctly, the original beta version, or 0.3 version. Oh god, am I stuck like this? Dismiss Naomi. And just to be absolutely clear, Anna, you did ask for this, correct? Well, he doesn't need assistance, right? Otherwise, he'd be stuck with the budget meals. Anon? I glanced between the two of them. Probably wasn't malicious, but still. Not getting involved in office politics. Today? Yes. Oh, lovely. Don't hesitate to ask me if you have any You may leave now, Naomi. Oh, yes, sir. She leaves the office and Spears picks up the paper on his desk into a stack. I hate to do that, but she goes on for ages. Anyways, go on and sign here, here, initial here, date here, print your name here. Didn't catch any of that. What? Just kidding, you're good to go, Anon, and don't forget this. He holds a poorly laminated lunch card for me to take. Just keep in mind, as a senior, this semester is your last and your biggest chance to figure out your future out. Even if you're new all to this, or new all of us, here at Volcano High, we're here to help you make the most of it. Huh. Thank you, Mr. Spears. Mr. Spears nods and gives a small smile. You can come in anytime. I'm always here to listen. Except for topics related to Estrus season. I sense great exhaustion in that last bit. Thank you, Mr. Spears, one last time, and I head to homeroom. Or I thank Mr. Spears one last time and head to homeroom. The period has passed, and eventually it's lunchtime again. I've been focusing a bit on less on class and more on getting a routine down to avoid unwanted confrontation. It's like the only me and the teacher in the class facing everyone else out. I follow the students towards the lunchroom, mindlessly looking about the halls. Passing through the sick ward case, a decent amount of group photos have Nazer in front of the center. Apparently this school is pretty well known for their track team. In similar vein, Naomi is present in a good deal of photos in the academic achievement case. Last case was reserved for general awards, I guess trophies that don't belong anywhere else. The school has a few combination awards for their efforts to stop bullying. They pass those around every school. Looking around the several posters on the wall here, the simple slogans to stop the evil bullying menace. A fat load of good those did me at my old school. They always went well in all those efforts, or they always went all in on all those efforts. One time they even got the whole student body in the auditorium to watch a short movie. Some frail, pesky kid gets pestered by a chubby, buff bully. The kid up and trying to run away and got hit by a car, with the credits scrolling over the scene in the hospital. Everyone in class was like, man, good thing I'm not like that bully. Yeah, if I ever see a bully like that, I'll help that kid. Then they went back to talking about me. No use feeling bad for the past. I'm here now. With the lunch card in my possession, I'm able to snack something actually edible. I should run the math on how much I'll end up owing, but I feel like more indulging myself. Grab a cookie, you fat ass, and the sandwich looks good. What do I usually grab for lunch? I think I grabbed the cookie. Snacks are pretty valuable. Usually I grab cookies back in high school, or at least cafeteria stuff. Why not both? Hold on, give me a drink. My throat's extra dry for some reason. Hence my tray stacked on high with desserts and the tastiest looking sandwich from a lunch line. Looking around for a place to sit, I see a aggravating creamsicle waving at me. Next to her is Nazer with a complicated expression. Just wanted to make sure you guys had an actual audience. Shit. I go and sit across from Nazer and Naomi. I see you're making use of the lunch card. Yeah. But all those sugars, it's bad for your health, Anna. The school's vegan options. I tune around to help for a crunchy, sugary cookie. I glance at Nazer and notice that he's poking at his pasta. Nazer, sweetie, you shouldn't play with your food. Huh, what? Oh, Anna, what's up? Not much, you? Yeah, no, totally good. His fine laugh sounds hollow. Nazer? Yeah, it's just... Fang stayed home today. The concert was a shit show and they wanted to avoid everyone. I knew I should have invited all those guys. Naomi places a comforting hand on his shoulder. Yeah. That crowd was harsh. What happened after I left? Nazer looks at me pitifully. Trish gave an audience a general idea, but I have to know. You're not the only person in the world. Ah, shit. The band never made past their first song. Said something like they still sucked. Nazer grits his teeth. Whoa, whoa, calm down, man. What else? Did they say anything about Fang? Nobody wouldn't want to fuck you, bitch. Yeah, I don't think you want to hear it, though. And what happened after that? I'll kick all their asses. Nazer, please calm down, or please calm yourself. I realize how I had been laughing with them. I left after that. Prisoner Spears was fucking pissed. He even threatened to suplex them. Nazer sags, emotionally spent. Ah, fuck. So that's why she stayed home. If Fang wishes to stay home, then that's her own prerogative. You just need to give her some time, Nazer. While she said that, I noticed a strange expression across Naomi's face. I know, babe. I just wish I can help them more. Yeah, if you need any help, Nazer, I owe you for the pizza. You finish eating and making a small talk until the bell signals us to go to our 6th period. Day or two out of, however, Minnie left is now out of my way. I'm fairly certain that Nazer found out I laughed too. I need to, okay, I put you that. I am fairly certain if Nazer found out I laughed too, I'll need to avoid him. Those Cheeto cover claws look like they freaking hurt, man. I think the Volcano High version of it has actual Cheeto fingers, but I think this version doesn't have it. At least the sprites don't have them. With the drama now past me, I disappear and cheese through the rest of the year like I'm invisible. Oh, when June hits, it's going to be so sweet. Amen to that. Two days later, the alarm is off. You know the drill. Combat roll, headbutt, victory screech. Breakfast, shipowning, close. I'm getting pretty good at this. I think I finally found a decent routine for the rest of the year. Might have to go easy on the ship hosting though. Yesterday I might have overindulged. But I've succeeded in turning invisible. Not completely, but so far I'm happy. Even with stupid stuff with Nazer seems settled, and cruise through schooling and shipposting in the evening. Perfection. Day 4 out, however, many days are left in the year. So far, so good. No, that's right. I read that right. Bit of a walk. So I get my phone out to start posting on a shitty image board. Can't remember if I showed this off. It's been a couple days. Betting people and replying to my posts isn't the most rewarding of hobbies, but it passes the time. Meteor dodgers or having jobs. Pick one and only one. That'll get a few. Just before I hit the reply button, I sense the air behind me turn warmer. A few windflowers growing in the cracks of the sidewalk bloom in seconds. She's here. Good morning, Anna. It could have been. Naomi catches up to me. You say something? Good morning. Don't you walk with Nazer to school? Where is he? He went early to help up another student set a student event. Oh, he's actually someone you can count on for that. He certainly is. I'm so proud of him. Yeah. Anna, could you Have you seen our lovely award-winning school gardens yet? Gardens win awards? They do. Come on, I'll show you. Wait. Actually, wait. I didn't want to. Naomi grabs me by the hand, and then when I come to, we're already there. And here we are, the school flower beds. Aren't they just magnificent? Please stop dragging me by the hand. She's right though, the gardens were absolutely stunning. Can't tell what was more colorful, the bushes of flowers or the students that tend to them. Yeah, the gardeners do a great job. Oh yeah, you can thank the gardening club for that. Naomi guides me through the gardens, occasionally giving out tour trivia. Can't shake the feeling she's on, or there's something on her mind though. Oh, here's one of the freshman planted flower seeds at the start of the school year. By the end, they'll bloom wonderfully. And then what's going on here? Is she coming on to me? I want to ask if she's upset about something, but is that even the right thing for me to do? Ask what's up? Not my place to pry. She's been pretty nice and she helped me out with the lamination card, so I chose the top option. Ask what's up. You alright? Something bothering you, right? Not really. I guess. I've just been worried for Nazer recently. Something wrong with him? No, nothing wrong. It's more he worries about a bit too much for that sister of his. Often sometimes when I'm with him, he's anxious about something she's done. It's just like him to relax about a bit more. I just want him to relax a bit more, I suppose. Is that selfish of me to say? I mean, I never had a girlfriend, but I imagine that be a bit more inconsiderate, consistently to be worried in front of her. I don't know. Naomi nods her head a bit and starts staring at her shoes. Sorry, I just wanted to share with someone. Guess I ended up doing the same thing I'm complaining about here, huh? Don't sweat it. She checks her phone and jumps up a bit. Oh, I'm going to be late. I still need to check in at the front desk. Really sorry, Anna, but our tour will have to wait in here. It's fine, hopefully it doesn't make my allergies flare. She waves and runs off to the side door. I should be getting to Homer soon too. I push the usual sides to make and enter the hallway that's starting to become familiar to me now. I occasionally glance at the room numbers just to make sure that absolutely sure. I notice someone in the counter corner walking past. There she is. It was one of the bass players from the concert 2 days ago. Nazer said she was his sister, right? Glancing at her for a moment, the expression on her face was sort of reminds me of something. It was probably leftover embarrassment from the concert, but she seemed to have lost look on her face. Or maybe it was confusion, or a mix of two. Either way, there's something on her mind. Can't help to think that it must be how I looked on my first day. But it was my first day of school, and she had all year she's been going here all year. What's her excuse then? Either way, it doesn't look like she notices me or recognizes me. Objective 1 out of the whatever of the current year is accomplished then. Next one is to memorize the class schedule. And that says homeroom is in 15 minutes. Homeroom, which I share with Naomi. Ugh. She's just too sweet and like obnoxious. I can't find the right way to put it, but she feels so movie-like. Like an act. Day 4 in on day 4. What the hell? Why is she scratching herself? She a junkie? Oh god, don't come any closer. I don't want to get shanked by a junkie pterodactyl. You, skinny. Yeah? Did you see where they went? The group of dinosaurs? No. Yellow hoodie, red hair, pink tail, hair buns. Are you describing one person? What? No. It's multiple. They're dinosaurs though, right? What? I don't know where they went. Ugh. And just like that, she's gone. I seem to have the effect on women. I call them poison pheromones. But it's relieving that she didn't recognize me. I guess Nature didn't tell her. My class with Naomi. Wait, did I miss a dialogue? The skuko of the bell signals my turn is for class. Yeah, I didn't miss that one. My class with Naomi. If there's a Jurassic God, please make Naomi miss homeroom today. I'll even offer a goat sacrifice. The day passes uneventfully into fourth period, science class. I find a seat near the back of my room and watch the clock's hand tick down with the remaining few seconds to the bell. Right before the tone, one last student rushes in, out of breath. Oh, it's that girl again. Guess we share a period or two. On the first day, I didn't even notice. She strides across the room, taking her seat without a word. Strangely, no one seems to acknowledge her, not even a sneer or chuckle. That's odd. Given how many people there were that night, you expect at least a couple of snickers. But there she was, being completely left alone, or ignored. Seems almost worse than getting laughed at. The lingering chatter of the room dies out as the teacher stands from his desk, moving to the front of the room. Dr. Farnsworth. Good news, everyone! Good old Futurama reference. Another character from Adult Swim. Today we'll be having a lab on magnetic fields. Find a partner and get prepared. My heart sinks as the dreaded words pass through my ears. Find a partner. I know it's pointless, but at least I have to try. Maybe someone was out sick? With my luck, though, I probably just end up with a fossil of a teacher. With everyone else already starting on the class assignment, I resign myself to working twice as hard. Hurry up, Mr. Anna, your partner is waiting for you. What? Very well. Fang, will you be so kind to sit next to your new partner? I say in momentary confusion as I look as someone took a seat next to mine. Spaghetti alert, spaghetti alert. DEFCON level 2. There's a fanboy within my arm's distance looking at me. Deploy all spaghetti lockdown measures. Sup. Thanks, you too. Shit, recovery maneuvers now. I mean, hey, not much, you? Chad, recovery successful. None of your business. Just do the damn assignment and don't bother me. Oh, you're set right now or something? What's your first fucking clue? Last time I'll say it, just do the assignment and don't bother me. Okay, got to keep cold-headed. So, this assignment then. With that, we open our books and start on trying to decipher Lenzo is and why his force is magnetic. Things are going well for the first few questions. I remember a bit of it from that one time I tried to make a railgun. How are you two doing so far? Also, let me do a full body of Fang. There we go. We're fine, Dr. Fernsworth. I see. And you, Anon? Yep, what she said. Why did Dr. Fernsworth make that face? I turned to Fang to ask her what was the deal is, and oh boy. Oh. Oh dear. Mistakes have been made. She? Yes? Can you not see? Oh, Raptor Jesus Mighty. This is the absolute worst case scenario. I've infuriated the pterodactyl wings, or the infuriated pterodactyl's wings spread wide, and her talon fingers jab a finger at my chest. I am non-binary. How am I supposed to know something so trivial would be set something like this off? Well, I can't bring myself to say anything. Oh, so that's how it's going to be, huh? Fang. You think you can just spit in my face, then give me the cold shoulder? I'll have you know. Fang! Feels like the world just stopped. All eyes are on Fang. And in Fang's eyes, I see something flash briefly. Judging by the exaggerated movements of the eloquent speech, this is something Fang has been practicing. This was supposed to be the big moment where she stopped an evil bigot and the whole class would clap. In all her planning and practice, Fang has made one crucial error. Nobody cared. Please consider stepping into the hall for a moment. Fang is quick to exit the room. Dr. Fernsworth turns a sympathetic look towards me. Forgive them, Anna. You must understand that Fang is experiencing issues. What the fuck just happened? Well, she blew up at me when I called her a she. She was pretty upset about something before. Was she upset because of the concert the other day? Looks like I just pushed her over the edge. After a few moments, Fang comes back and sits down without a word. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Now, what I think about it, something's off. Fang claims to not be male or female, but her clothes she's wearing is clearly provocative. It's almost like she's showing off her femininity. Then why? Why would someone be wearing revealing clothes and contrary to their identity? It's almost like they're just looking for attention. Then suddenly it hits me. I recall memories of a slightly younger Anon running around school in a cape and pilot goggles, and 3 plastic katanas. And that was a quick way to get sent to the principal office. Is that One Piece reference? Maybe. Goggles? I don't know. Maybe Naruto or One Piece, or not One Piece. Digimon maybe. Those are the other anime characters I can think of that has that. Who knows? Are you even listening to me? What now? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I can tell. She mutters as she turns back to the assignment. Have you been staring at me for the past 5 minutes, freak? Judging by the looks of the class, we're both of our current social standing. We'll probably be working together for a lot more. Sorry for calling you a girl. Sorry, Fang. I didn't know you were feminine. Your feminine appearance and dress. That you are, in fact, non-binary. Anyway, for this option, I chose the bottom one, I guess, if I remember correctly. Just to be an asshole. But then again, I wasn't really choosing options that much when I was watching Smut Fox at the time, I guess. I thought it was just funny, but given the situation, knowing Nazer, it's probably not good to make fun of his sister, so we'll choose the top option. Now that I have time to actually think about it. Also, BRB for a second. Actually, don't BRB. Give me a second. Check something. Okay. Sorry for calling you a girl. Non-binary people don't owe you androgyny. Doesn't seem like it's something she wants to hear right now. So, you're a Nazer's sister, right? Sibling? Right, sorry. There's a brief pause until Fang speaks up again. Yes, Nazer's my baby brother. Why do you ask? I was just curious. Nazer has been helping me settle into the school. Of course he did. Just wish he'd keep out of my fucking business for 2 seconds. Sure. Actually, thinking about Nazer. It's more than he worries about, a bit too much for that sister of his. Oftentimes, when I'm with him, he's anxious about something she's done. He told me about what happened the other day. Sorry to hear something that happened to you and your band. Or, sorry to hear that something like that happened to you and your band. Why do you care? I don't know. Suddenly my shoes seem more interesting than the conversation at hand. Just think it's messed up that people will go to the show just to laugh at you. Heh. Guess you aren't that awful. Unlike every other guy in the school. The rest of the periods passed between continued small talk with Fang. She seemed to be controlling the conversation, though. When the bell rings, Fang slips out her phone and immediately starts tapping away. You going to your next class? Who cares about being late? Fair. See you then. She lazily waves a hand at me, then I make my way to my next class. Fortunately, 5th period is mathematics. I'm barely keeping up myself awake while Mr. Kardowski is giving a lecture on the inverse of tangents, I guess. Anon. It's Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I said a ramrod straight at the direct address. Are you fucking listening? Or freaking listening? Come on, finish the freaking problem on the freaking board. Just one social disaster after another today. Instantly I slide out of my chair and truggle my way to the whiteboard, trying to decipher the runes I'm expected to make sense of. Only I've never made it to the whiteboard. 3 rows down and my foot catches on a loose backpack strap in the aisle. Luckily I fell sideways where a hard cold desk in my way to catch my fall. To the chuckles of the rest of the class, I look up from my final resting place to see a massive peak and white muzzle. Dude. Like a deer caught in headlights, I only stare and wait for him to continue. You're on my desk, man. My senses return to me and I quickly get up, picking up and returning my pencil that fell to the floor to a flurry of apologies. When I recognize whose desk I fell on, it was that drummer in Fang's band. Didn't I just have the luck with the devil? Giving one last apology, I head to the front of the room to solve the whiteboard problem. I try solving the problem to the best of my ability. I still look at the solid 2 minutes. Or it took me solid 2 minutes. After circling my answer, I look expectantly at Mr. Kardowski, who gives me a nod. Finally, I turn around to return my seat and freeze. Or I freeze. Right there in front of me in the row was the last member of the band, Trish. I stumbled back to my desk. Mr. Kardowski gives me a row of stack of papers to pass back. Alright, there's the freaking homework. Cover today's lesson. Use 2 pages, 29 or 79. I give you the last 15 freaking minutes of the class to work on with your freaking peers. Mr. Kardowski returns to his desk and pulls out a math book with a monthly romance novel currently stuffed inside. With a very detailed centerfold by the way he turns it sideways. Looking ahead to Fang's desk, he's joined by Trish, who is trying to get started. I can feel their eyes following me. Back at my desk, I glance over at the math sheet. Page 279, right? Looks like I finally get to use that phone book of a math textbook. Where is it? I open my backpack again. Instead of my math textbook, it's the Saturnia Collector's Edition art book I splurged on yesterday. I'm frozen. I can't move an inch. Did I grab the wrong book this morning? Is someone playing a sick joke? How could I bring this to school? Something is bounced off my head and lands on my desk. It's enough to snap me back to reality and shove my backpack under my desk, furiously zipping it. On my desk is a balled up wad of paper. Not great, I was hoping to avoid these chainmails. I uncurl the ball and read the note. I look up. I look up and see the purple one waving me over. Fuck. Grabbing my stuff, I shovel over slowly to the duo. Sup, compadre? Sup? See, he's my class partner, so I look out for him. How are you looking out for your class partner, Anon? Enforcing the social contract, having a good contact and mutual respect so you can leave the class and go on with your life. What's this about? Let me get a drink of water again. Alright. What's this on about? A certain friend of mine is partnered with you in science class, right? Wait, oh. You mean Fang? They were just messaging me before class that they had to be partnered with a skinny bigot and proceeded to show them. I had a feeling you'll beat him. I'm just gonna have to tolerate the humiliation from these meteor dodgers too. My head is starting to hurt. Hopefully we just get this started on these math exercises. Yeah, that was me. I apologize though. I know, I appreciate it. I'm Trish and this is Reed. We're Fang's best friends. Uh-huh. Also, let me click this. What about you? How... Now, tell us about yourself. Red alert. There's no way I'm telling anyone, especially these people. And if they found out where I was a few days ago... I'm Anon, I'm a human, and I got here Monday. That's all. We know that. We want to know where you're from and where you've been doing ever since you got here, if you have any friends. I have been doing nothing, don't really care about friends. She doesn't look very convinced at that by my answer. Right. You know Nazer dude, right? Hey, yeah, I saw you with that slut Naomi earlier too. Twist squints her eyes at me. They were my welcoming committee. They helped me with getting settled in. Nothing besides that. Right. Didn't Nazer or Naomi invite you to anything, or... No, I don't remember. Just been trying to get off my back. But why do you ask? We had a concert last week. Nazer and Naomi invited a whole bunch of assholes to ruin it. Suppose we had to see a human in the crowd, we would have remembered that, right? Yeah, haha. I mean, concert? I don't think they invited me here to solve math problems. We have a band. I'm the lead bassist and Fang's the lead vocalist and secondary bass. And Reed's the drummer. And songwriter. He just comes up with the funny song titles. That's very neat. Would love to listen to your band someday. I drag my chair backwards and clumsily rise from my seat. It was great meeting you guys. Well, I better be going back to my desk though. Wait, I'm not done with you yet. What, I really should be getting back on the homework, or getting started on the homework? It's important to look at me. She has a very serious look on her face. She's not saying anything. Her glaring through the back of my skull makes me think she means business. Fang is happy. They found something about themselves and they finally found something about themselves they finally like. And I helped them through a dark time. They made up their mind. They? Themselves? No wonder Nazer seems confused by this. They don't need people in their life that might hurt or confuse them. They have us and the band, We're trying to make it for ourselves. Okay. I look out for them because I care for them. They've been hurting because of those dicks. I'm doing my part in ensuring them. Was that what I saw her doing earlier? Well, like more one trigger out moment. Or look like one trigger out moment? I don't understand. My point is, don't upset Fang. I just wanted to solve math problems. Yes ma'am. Once again, she's glaring at me. Fucking hell. My stupid legs won't stop shaking. I'll take this opportunity. Thank you for the lesson, Trish. I'll keep that in mind. See ya. Wait, man. You want this? Ray holds out a sheet of paper. Wait, it's a copy of the math homework assignment? And it's complete. Hold on, I thought you were the one needing help. Shush. The friend of my friend, who's a friend that helps me, is also my friend too. I don't think that's how the saying goes. You're sharp, Anna. Razor sharp. Friends. Bell announces lunchtime, and the rest of the students collectively rise and start shuffling out the door. Lunch hour. Been a blast talking to you guys. I swiftly snatch up my backpack and my leg, and flashly, my earnest, sympathetic smile to them, or at least I thought it was one. As I power walk out the classroom, I caught a glimpse of the Red waving, a glimpse of Ree waving goodbye. I'm ashamed to have the others places to be, man, I just butchered that. I'm ashamed to have others places to be, namely away from the pissed off midget. Sorry, man, you seem like a good guy, but with that tiny tyrant? Not in this lifetime. That was the worst fucking experience in a long while. Almost as bad as actually having to deal with Fang in class. Here, I was to think I could be invisible for the rest of the year. And now I probably have classmates talking behind me and my back on their phones, probably for the rest of the school year. At least the best period of the day, now. Wonder what to get for lunch today. Wait. What's that smell? Oh no. I duck into the corner, I rip the backpack open. What should have been my lunch card and binders and my horrendous, embarrassing art book was instead a half-dozen flasks, a bag full of something, and all sorts of machinery I didn't recognize. Someone else has my backpack, and I took that book. Did I read that right? Someone else has my backpack and that book. If they see this backpack, it's from the Reed guy, I bet. When I rushed out of class. Fuck me. On the other hand, I can get a Medal of Honor for turning this stuff in. Think you can even get a bit of cash for reporting stuff like this? What am I thinking? Any amount of money is not worth my power level being revealed. Can't ruin my life. Not again. Especially not with these losers. I have half an hour until lunch period ends. Good. I need to find Reed. I double back to the classroom I just left and find it empty. Fuck. Maybe he's getting his lunch now. Cafeteria then. I sprint through the school hallways and a familiar layout and looking for the drug dealer. The colorful cloud in the lunch line makes it difficult to pick out Reed out, so I have to carefully scan the room. I finally spot the pink raptor at the end of the sequence tray in hand, and incredibly evidence on his back. The world must be fucking with me since I'm the only one currently carrying a mini cartel in a backpack. Reed,